Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, Longines Indoor 2016 World Cup Qualifier Grand Prix. We have 40 riders.
Senhoras e senhores, como dá nome à competição e à
And
cronometragem
we're gonna
oficial
see
desta
the
prova,
course
a Longines tem o prazer
built
de estar
by
associada
Hélio
ao
Pessoa,
evento principal do dia de hoje. Longines
international
veio World Cup.
course designer,
A paixão da
was in
Longines
the
pelo
Pan
esporte
American
equestre
Games
vem desde
and
1871.
Olympic Games
Hoje,
as an
esta marca está
assistant,
associada aos mais importantes eventos
and
equestres
Hélio
por
is a
todo o mundo.
course designer
O relógio
all
oficial
around the
aqui em São
world.
Paulo é o Longines Master Collection, representando 3 séculos da expertise da marca, ressaltada num refinado relógio prateado com cronógrafo e fases da lua. Longines.
International course designer Hélio Pessoa built also the Longines Grand Prix in Rio de Janeiro 2 weeks ago. So we're going to start number 145 vertical, 8 strides to the 145, 150 oxer, 165 spread. Number 3 an oxer, 145 to a double vertical, 1 stride oxer, both 150 oxer, 165 spread, turning to the triple bar. We have 5 strides and 3 strides to the next vertical, number 7. Turning left, we have the triple combination, oxer 145, vertical 150, 2 strides, oxer to a long 6 strides, vertical 150, turning back to the 10th jump, an oxer, spread 170, to the oxer number 11, and turning back in front of the gate, the vertical 155, the last jump, number 12.
Senhoras e senhores, poderemos em instantes acompanhar no nosso telão o percurso. Vejam o que Hélio Pessoa programou para esse grande prêmio. Número 1, um vertical junto à arquibancada. Em curva à esquerda, número 2,
Coming in the ring, number 1, the leading rider of Hyundai Brazilian Championship Grand Prix Division, José Roberto Reynoso Fernandes Filho, Olympic rider in London, riding Maestro San Luis. Maestro is a 16 years old bay by Echo de Forêt, Grand Vener mare. This is the combination who was in the Brazilian team in Olympic Games of London. This year, José Roberto won 3 of 4 Hyundai Grand Prix we had yet, and was 2nd and 3rd on the other 2 Grand Prix of the Hyundai ranking here in Brazil. It's our first combination to the Longines Grand Prix today.
olímpico em Londres
José
2012.
Roberto won the first day qualifier to the Grand Prix here, riding Azrael Sanol dog. Will be his second mount this Grand Prix. Coming to number 1, vertical, Hyundai vertical. Going to the Bikemi Oxer, a little stronger. Had the front rail down. Easy going to the double. Short 5 strides, short 3 strides to the white 7 vertical. One more front rail pull down. Turning back to the Oxer number 10. A wide Oxer. 8 strides to number 11. And coming now to finish his round. 2 down, 8 penalties. We hope José Roberto has his second mount. We hope him going clear because it's a very fast rider, very competitive
Já
rider.
na pista número 2, Luiz Felipe Pimenta Alves apresenta, edificando. Esse conjunto apresentou o forfé. Vamos com o número 3, Guilherme Dutra Foroni, ISL Implacável, já número 3 da ordem em pista.
Our number 2 combination was a scratch. So we are going to number 3, Guilherme Dutra Foroni, riding SL Implacável, a 10-year-old stallion by Vindoctro Silvestre. Implacável, it's a Brazilian warm blood born in Souza Leão Farm. Turning back to the Air Canada Oxer, number 3. Coming to the Hermès double. Jumping fantastic. The B. Short turn to the triple bar. Short 5 strides. Coming back stronger to hold his stallion. Clear both verticals. Outside 6 strides. Wide Oxer. 8 strides. And looks like our first clear round. Let's see. Last jump. Oh, it's a shame. Fantastic, fantastic. Was a shame.
Bela passagem,
Light
69
touch.
segundos 31
It looked like
centésimos.
he was
6931, 4
opening
pontos
his
para
horse a
Guilherme
little
Dutra
bit,
Foroni,
and when he
SL
tried to hold him,
Implacável.
he was a little open
É a vez de
and
Tomás
touch
Podolski Rossílio,
with his
número 4
front
em pista.
feet.
Ele traz Wonderful Flying Horses.
The last
Elodie
vertical
Van
of
Head,
the
Relive.
this difficult course.
Os 12 melhores resultados desta passagem
Our
voltarão
fourth
para a
combination,
segunda volta.
Tomás
ou todos os
Podolski
percursos
Rossílio,
zerados.
riding
Resultado da
Elodie
competição, somatório das
Van
duas
Het
passagens
Hellenhof,
e tempo da segunda.
12-year-old bay mare by Quelibert Hero on Clinton mare, Belgian warm blood. Coming to number 1, A little deep in the second oxer. A little backward to the triple bar. Deep in the vertical, but clearing. A little deep again to the A and B. Coming to the last jump. And finishing with 2
Chegaram
down,
duas faltas,
8
8 pontos
penalties.
perdidos, 70 segundos, 20 centésimos, 7-0.20. Melhor resultado ainda é de SL implacável. Guilherme Dutra Foroni, apenas uma falta, 69.31. Vamos com o número 6 na pista, é Fernando Bastos Filho. Ele vem mostrar Doliver Método, cavalo de 10 anos.
In the ring, Fernando Bastos
Garanhão
Filho,
castanho.
riding Doliver Método, 10-year-old gelding. Doliver is another Brazilian warm blood from Aras Método Farm. Aras Método is a very known producer of Grand Prix and also Olympic horses. The father of Doliver Método is Oliver Método, a horse who was in the Pan American Games with Álvaro Miranda. Little under the rhythm. Looks like he wants to collect the horse, but now opened a lot his horse. He was coming with a short gallop, and it was strange, his option, because he tried to do 4 long strides to the vertical, and we can see was not a better strategy to do this line because he was too short in the triple bar. He tried to go in 4 strides. He did, but then he couldn't arrive and do a good approach on the number 7, and the horse was a little scared of that one. So we hope to see them next time. Now we have Thiago Diniz Costa. It's a young rider from São Paulo, riding Zedaric. It's a chestnut mare, 12-year-old. Zedaric is a heartbreaker mare. Did one down in the number 1. Another down in the number 2. It looked like he's not in the best moment to do this Grand Prix. Did well in the number 4 double. Triple bar, a very big jump. Oh. As I said, it was not ready for this time. Thiago Diniz and Zedaric.
Bruno Chaves Peçanha. Trazendo Aldis Alouette Van Het Landro. Tortilha e 18 anos, filho de Paulo B. de Rui por fêmea Cento, registrado no BWP, ou seja, animal de nascimento na Bélgica.
We have number 8, Bruno Chaves Peçanha, riding Audi's Alouette Van Het. 16 years old, grey mare by Balobé du Rouet Cento, Belgian warm blood. A little fast to the number 2. This mare is a very careful mare. She always jumps in a rhythm a little higher than the normal horses, but she can do it because she's very clean, very technique. 4 strides to the vertical, short 3 strides. A little faster to 5 strides to the vertical after the triple combination, and did one down there. He did an option of 5 strides after the triple combination and finishing the vertical. A little direct, I can say, to the vertical and touch it with his front feet.
E Auris Alouette Van Het Lindro, 63 segundos, 86 centésimos, 6386, com apenas uma falta, 4 pontos perdidos. Segunda posição de SL implacável. Vamos a Paulo de Barros Stewart, cavaleiro olímpico do Brasil. Ele traz Alegro Van de Dongheuve, número 9 na prova. Castanho também, 16 anos, castrado, filho de Mr. Bull, por fêmea Robin 2.
Now we have from Brazil another Olympic rider, Paulo Barros Stewart, riding Alegro Van Donkenhove, 16 years old bay by Mr. Blue Robin Z, Belgian warm blood. Paulo Stewart, on his early age, was Brazilian junior champion, also twice Brazilian top riders champion. I was in Seoul Olympic Games with his stallion Platon. Alegro is a horse with a very good experience. Was in Wellington Equestrian Festival this year with Fabio Leivas, and now under the saddle of Paulo Stewart. 4 strides, very short strides. It's a very big horse, very big stride horse. After long 4, it was a little short for him there. He did also in 5 strides for him after the triple combination. Seven strides to the second last fence, and now coming to the last vertical. In a good round, I can say Hélio Pessoa, it's a very, very good course designer, because this Sunday we will see a lot of 4 faults, maximum 8 faults, but we must see just one down in his rounds, but it's very difficult to do a clear round on his rounds. This was last competition here, this was in Rio last 2 weeks ago. He built delicate but very fair to the horses and riders. We have in the ring right now number 10, Marcelo Ciavaglia, riding the chestnut stallion, 10 years old, Conto, by Canto, Ingmar Mare, Holsteiner, from Aras Gessorum, from Rio de Janeiro. This is the combination who won last year this Grand Prix here in São Paulo. Also, Marcelo did second place with the other mare, Queenie. Marcelo is a very soft rider, likes to gallop. Ooh. He did the option of 4 strides, but look at like he wanted to collect him in the last stride, and the horse didn't accept that, stopping the Liverpool vertical. This horse is starting the round, jumping fantastic. It's a little mistake there. And now he got a little tense after that. Touching other jumps with his hind legs. We have 2 down, 1 stop, and 2 penalties of time fault.
Tem 10 pontos na passagem, são 2 por excesso de tempo. Vamos a Pedro Junqueira Muilaer, número 11 na ordem. Ele traz Chacote, filho de Chaco Blue, por fêmea Quickstar, registrado no Oldenburg.
Next in the ring, Pedro Junqueira Muilaer, riding Chacote.
9 anos de idade.
9 years old, gelding by Chaco Blue Quickstar, Oldenburg horse. Coming to the fence number 3. This is a young horse for this class, 9 years old, with a very talented rider, Pedro, who was second in our national ranking last year. Pedro also was riding this horse in Wellington season, beginning of this year. A light touch there. Ooh. Looking like he wanted to do the 5, but the horse didn't go for that. So he needed to add 1 more and did 6 strides there. A strong fault now. He's building his horse. He's beginning in this show to the big classes. We hope next shows we'll see this combination growing up, finishing with 8 penalties.
Traz Sulk do Santo Antônio, da Cudelaria de Chico Brandão, Rio de Janeiro.
Now we have from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Thiago Matos, Sulk do Santo Antônio, a 10-year-old stallion by Calvaro Z, CSI2 owned by Francisco Brandão. Thiago also is the new generation in Brazil, coming to the young riders divisions. It's his second year doing this Grand Prix, and he has a team of horses owned by Francisco Brandão. Suki is a Scopy stallion, a little heavy in his control, but with a lot of scope. Four strides. Very short 3 strides. We have there, I was walking the course. He did 5 strides to the vertical, coming clear round. Coming to his last fence. And clear round. In time. Our first clear round here. Thiago Matos, Suki do Santo Antônio.
Assumindo a liderança na competição. Que bela passagem de
I was
Thiago
saying
Matos, que já na carimba
from
seu
the
passaporte,
triple bar,
garante a ida para a
number
segunda
5
volta.
to the
Sem
vertical,
faltas.
number 6.
70 segundos, 44 centésimos, 70.44.
We have
É a vez de Luiz Guilherme Ciampi
21.5
tentar sua vaga
meters.
nessa segunda volta da prova. Ele traz
And we have
Barbarian,
16
Império
meters,
Egípcio, na codelaria de
0.5
Daniel Aguiar Morelli,
to the vertical.
10 anos de idade.
So 4 is a long
Castanho.
option. 5 is a
Número
very
13 da
short
prova.
option. But some of them are doing 5 to get little more room to the vertical number 7. And the big horses, big stride horses, they are doing 4, and then they have to collect a little stronger to the number 7. Now we have Luiz Guilherme Ciampi and Barbarian Império Egípcio. Barbarian is a 10-year-old bay gelding by Barbarian, owned by Daniel Aguiar. It's a very fast horse in jump-offs here. Short gallop. Very careful. He did well, the 6 strides there. Turning faster to fence 10. Gallop is stronger to second last fence. Let's see our next clear round. Very, very nice round. Some lucky rubs also, but clear round to Luiz Guilherme Ciampi. Really nice.
Luiz Guilherme Ciampi. 66 segundos e 49 centésimos, 6649. Ele consegue o segundo percurso zerado na prova. E nesse momento, com o melhor
Next rider, we have also from the Império Egípcio farm, a big owner here in this Grand Prix, César Almeida,
já na pista, também da codelaria do
our
Império
Pan
Egípcio.
American gold medal
César
rider
Almeida.
in teen competition,
Ele apresenta Bellymore,
riding Bellymore,
13 anos,
Império
Tortilho.
Egípcio, 13 years old,
Filho de
gray,
Lados por fêmea Primus,
by Lados Primus.
de Daniel Aguiar Morelli. Originalmente na ordem de entrada, Bellymore é número 36.
Ballymore also is owned by Daniel Morelli from Império Gibson Farm. Some lucky rubs until now. Clear round. Ooh, little deep to the triple bar. Had to add one more stride to the vertical. Seems better to vertical number 7. Six strides to the vertical. He turned it a little fast to the number 10. Look at like his horse didn't measure really well the front rail.
Setenta segundos e 44 centésimos, 70.44, uma falta apenas para Ballymore, Império Egípcio. Vai depender de outros resultados para saber se ficará entre os 12 melhores. Nesse momento, Ballymore é o sexto melhor.
We have coming back to the second round, just 12 riders today. And let's wait to see if the four faults with a longer time they will qualify to the second round.
Ele traz Pomerol Transvaal. Zanho de 11 anos, registrado no Holsteiner.
We have now from Brasilia, Thiago Ravi and Pomerol. Pomerol is a dark bay stallion, 11-year-old Holsteiner stallion. It's a stallion by Corrado. Owned by Lorenzo Biagi from Transvaal Farm. Five strides to the vertical. Collect him to number 7. One really well. Pushed him outside of the triple combination. Oh. He had to push him to go out of the triple, and the horse got a little open and touched the next two fences. Finished with 2 down, 8 penalties in time.
Final de percurso para Pomerol Transvaal. 2 faltas, 8 pontos, 69 segundos, 58 centésimos, 69,58. Nesse momento, nono colocado. Vamos a Rafael Rodrigues Moderno, Brasil em pista. Ele traz El Santo, filho de Quasimodo, 12 anos. Alazão. Em fêmea Uptiki, registrado no BWP. Animal nascido na Bélgica.
Now we have a young rider riding in the Hermes Talent here in Brazil. Rafael Rodrigues Moderno. Riding El Santo, 12-year-old bay by Quasimodo, Uptiki, Belgium Warm Blood. Very nice the way they did this line to the double. Ooh. The distance was a little deeper than he thought to the triple bar. He rode him a little in the turn,
Muita falta de
but
sorte,
got
uma pena.
too deep in the triple bar and the horse stopped and he followed.
Dos mais jovens nessa competição.
Hope to see them next time because they did really good job in Rio de Janeiro 2 weeks
Vamos
ago.
aguardar. O próximo conjunto será o de número 17. Aí teremos 18, 19 e 20 e uma parada técnica para a reconstituição do piso. Nós já temos Thiago Mesquita na pista mostrando Batista.
Tab number 17, Thiago Mesquita from
Castanho,
Rio
de
de
10
Janeiro,
anos, filho de Hawley, VDL. Em fêmea, Guida,
riding Batista,
registrado no KWPN,
10-year-old
portanto,
bay
nascido na Holanda.
by Harley VDL, Cartago
Ou
Stallion.
baixo. Thiago Mesquita,
Heartbreaker
número
Cartago
17,
Stallion.
percurso autorizado.
And Guidam Mare, Dutch warm blood. Coming to number 5. The option of 5 strides to number 6, Liverpool. Turning to the triple combination. Six strides to the 9 vertical. Nine strides to the Oxer. Let's see. Last fence. It's our second clear round. Thiago Matos,
Uma
Thiago
passagem perfeita de Thiago Mesquita,
Mesquita
e Batista.
and Batista.
A cudelaria Isabel Celso Meira do Rio de Janeiro. É o terceiro conjunto zerado. Ele tem o segundo melhor resultado na passagem. O melhor resultado ainda é de Barbarian Império Egípcio. Temos Batista na segunda e Sulky do Santo Antônio garantidos na segunda volta, sem faltas. Vamos a Rodrigo da Silva Reis, que traz grafite Itapuã, número 18. Animal da cudelaria Gabriel Calil, brasileiro
Now
de
in the
piso.
ring, we have Rodrigo da Silva Reis riding Graffiti Itapuan, Brazilian warm blood, chestnut 10 years old, owned by Gabriel Calil. This is a combination starting this year. Starting this year, the Grand Prix division, and he fell off after the triple bar. He got too deep. The horse tried, but he had the back rail of the triple bar.
Acidente de arreamento. Ficou sem o estribo do lado esquerdo, nosso Rodrigo
And
da Silva Reis.
his stirrups of the left leg broken up. So it was impossible to him to hold without his stirrups broken when he landed
Vamos
from the
a
triple
Luiz
bar.
Gustavo Godinho, que traz Galipe. Animal de sua propriedade, 10 anos, filho de Non-Stop, em fêmea Feu.
'19 rider is Luis Gustavo Godinho with Galip, 10-year-old gelding, non-stop Belgium One Blood, owned by the rider. Galip won last year one of the international competitions in Rio and also here in São Paulo. And now he's coming to this Grand Prix. He did just a warm-up day here. Hold to do the 5. He used all the scope of this horse to the triple bar number 5. No, he has to gallop a little bit, trying to. Ooh. He's very deep in the last jump. He tried to do a shorter time to be in the 12th of the second round. Now he's in 7th place. Just one down. Looked like he wanted to do the 5, but he opened the turn inside the line and did 6 in the last time and touched it with his front feet. The vertical number 9.
Filha de Caretino, em fêmea Corofino, de 10 anos.
In the ring, Giovanna Defini Sobania from Curitiba, Paraná, riding Videol Cariana, 10-year-old mare by Caretino Corofino Holsteiner. This combination also is starting his first year in the Grand Prix division. With a very good control until now. Ooh. A little exaggerated, the collected after the triple bar, and the mare did also almost 6 strides and not the 5 short strides, and it was too much for her, and she stopped it in the Liverpool. We have now 3 time penalties and 4 penalties from the stop in the number 6. 7 penalties total. Now in 9th place, we have 10 minutes.
Colocar o piso nas mesmas condições em que começamos a competição. E aí voltaremos com o número 21, Mário Francisco
break.
Júnior e
And
Vila.
now
Este
we have
é o
next
Grande
hour,
Prêmio de São Paulo, Longines.
next rider in
Competição
10
da
minutes.
World Cup. Senhoras e senhores, vamos retomar nossos assentos. Vamos com a sequência do Longines Grand Prix of São Paulo. Já temos Mário Francisco Cia Júnior e Willem, número 21. Animal da cudelaria de Mário Francisco Cia de São Paulo, registrado no KWPN, é um filho de Indoctro, em fêmea Voltaire.
We have Mário Francisco Cia Jr. riding Willem, a Dutch 13 years old bay by Indoctro Voltaire, owned by Mário Francisco Cia. Very scope stallion. He touched it very light, the number 7, but still clear. Clear the triple combination and the vertical number 9. Very nice jump in the number 10. Flying over the jumps. Really nice round. Fantastic riding, fantastic stallion.
Sem faltas
Clear
e
round.
dentro do tempo, 71 segundos e 45 centésimos.
It's our third clear round.
Percurso limpo para Willem e Mário Francisco Cia Júnior. É o quarto melhor resultado na passagem e nesse momento a 12ª posição está com um chacote. 8
We have
pontos,
4 clear rounds
69,31.
and Mário is one of
Agora com o
them.
número 22, volta a pista Marcelo Ciavaglia. Nos traz Queenie RJ.
Marcelo
filho de
Ciavaglia
Guidani
from
Revel,
Rio de Janeiro,
fêmea Castellini,
riding Queenie,
registrado no
Queenie it's a mare by
propriedade de Roberto
Guidani
Gessolum
Revel,
e Maria
Castellini,
Isabel Quintas.
owned and born in Roberto Gessorum farm, Aras RG. Queenie was the second place of this Grand Prix when Marcelo won with Conto, the other stallion. He rode this class. We have just 12 riders, 12 combinations coming back to the second round. All of them trying to be qualified to the World Cup final. Very light touch there. A little forward to the vertical, and now got the back rail of the A oxer of the triple combination. Coming to his final last fence. And 8 penalties. We won't see Marcelo back here.
Chegando com
Because Conto
69
did one
segundos e
stop.
22 centésimos.
And
6922,
Queenie,
8 pontos.
it's now on 12th place, but
Nesse
we
momento,
have many riders
12º
coming.
colocado, Marcelo Ciavaglia e Queenie.
He is
Ele que foi
right
vencedor
now
em
in the
segundo lugar
last
no ano
spot
passado,
to the
nesse ano
second round.
não foi tão feliz nessa participação. Vamos receber o único representante do Uruguai na competição. Vencedor do World Cup no Rio de Janeiro, Martim Rodrigues Vani, traz Libórios.
We have now in the ring from Uruguay, the winner of the
Tiro de
last
Reality por
World
fêmea
Cup
Landa
Qualifier
Del,
in Rio
registrado
de
no
Janeiro,
Oldenburg, Uruguai, em
Martin
pista.
Rodrigues, riding Liborius, 11-year-old Oldenburg gelding by Quality Landadel, owned by Ana Paula Correa and Luana Rodrigues. Whoa. Very big jump in the fence one. This is a Scopy horse. He did really well in the World Cup in Rio. The only one double clear there. Oh, huge jump there. 4 strides. Let's see, he's collecting him now. Really well. He just seemed a little under the rhythm, but the horse is a very Scopy horse. And we have one-time penalty. As I was saying during the course, when he turned to the number
72
10,
segundos e 93
he was a little under the rhythm, a
único
little
ponto
under
perdido
the
por
rhythm
excesso
for
de
this
tempo,
class.
mas ótimo resultado para Martim Rodrigues
One-time penalty
e Liborius tem nesse momento a 5ª posição na prova.
put him on the 5th place right now.
Vamos a Fábio
Very
Sarti,
nice round.
ele que nos brindou ontem com belas passagens no salto sobre o muro aqui nesta pista, tentando o recorde da 2,28 m. Ele traz a fêmea Destiny, uma filha de Ohio, ou Destiny,
On the
Garanhão, filho de Ohio, Van der
24th
Padenboer,
spot,
em
we
fêmea
had a
Camus,
scratch
registrada
from Vitor Medeiros. And now we have in
no
the ring
Belgium
Fabio
World
Sarti
ou seja,
riding
sela
Destiny.
belga.
Destiny is a 13 years old bay from Ohio, Van der Padenboer, Camus, Belgium warm blood. Coming clear until the triple bar. Short gallop to the number 6. Short gallop to 7. He galloped a little more to the triple combination to get in the time. Fabio is a rider here from Hipica Paulista. And a very nice clear round. Finishing in the 3rd spot right
Uma
now.
perfeita primeira passagem para Fábio Sarti Destiny. 70 segundos 8 centésimos. É o 3º melhor resultado na prova, neste momento. Garantidos até o número 5, são Babert, Império Egípcio, Batista, Destiny, Sulky do Santo Antônio e Willem. Liborius tem apenas 1 ponto. E nesse momento, o 12º lugar está com VDL Careana, 7 pontos, de Giovanna de Finissobania.
Just arrived in the ring.
Vamos a Felipe
Our
Amaral,
alternative
que nos traz
rider
Finesse,
in last
Van
Olympic
der
Games in
Middelster.
Rio. Felipe Amaral from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Riding Finesse. Finesse is 11-year-old bay mare. They did a good approach there, but the mare just didn't help him to the fence A of the double, the orange double. Five strides to the vertical. Again, the same thing. He helped her. He gave her the opportunity, but she just didn't want to clear the jump. And also the last jump, 3 fences down, 12 penalties.
65 segundos, 87 centésimos, 65,87 para Finesse e Felipe Amaral.
We had another scratch, our Olympic rider,
Na
Dodo de
sequência
Miranda,
teremos o
who
número
was
28 da ordem,
27
José Roberto Reynoso
with
Fernandes
Diamanzi.
Filho
He's not
e
coming this
Azrael
class.
W.
So we're
Alazão,
now
de
with
11
the
anos,
winner
filho de
combination
Tintin,
of the
em Fêmea
first
Voltaire.
international 150 class here. José Roberto Reynoso Fernandes Filho with his second horse here, Azrael, 11-year-old chestnut Dutch gelding by Shin Voltaire. Perfect ride to this line. He approaching now the triple combination. Light touch there, 6 adding strides here. Short turn to the number 10. Working to the last fence. Very smooth clear round here. Ranked second place
67
to the
segundos
next
e 6
round.
centésimos, 67,06 para José Roberto Reynoso Fernandes Filho e Azrael W. Segundo melhor resultado na passagem. Agora temos como 12º lugar
Very
Pele
nice
Mora
round.
Império Egípcio de César Almeida, 4 pontos, 70,44. Vamos a Luiz Felipe Pimenta Alves, ele traz VDL Valdez, Absolute RG.
In the ring, Luiz Felipe Pimenta Alves from Brasília, riding VDL Valdez Absolute. Hold up Premier Accord Stallion. "14 years old. Luis Felipe is doing a really good job working his stallion the whole course, trying to do his best, and he did.
Perfeita passagem, sem faltas, 71 segundos e 88 centésimos. Sétimo melhor resultado na volta é de Luis Felipe Pimenta
Seventh
Alves.
place right now.
VDL Valesa Absolute RG. Nesse momento, 12º lugar para Luiz Gustavo Godinho Galipe. 4,7018. Vamos a Fernando Pasmanic Chiles, cavaleiro aqui de São Paulo, já campeão brasileiro dos Júniors.
Clear round, we have 3 horses coming from the same auction here in Brazil, Araspolana, VDL horses. We have Willem, we have Azrael, and we have the last clear round, Valdez. All 3 horses coming from the same auction here in Brazil. And now in the ring, we have the rider from here, Hipica Paulista, who did a very good job in Rio, very good job first class here, 150 class here. Fernando Pasmanic Chiles and Landritter do Feroleto. It's a black stallion, 14 years old, Brazilian breed. Had strong braille there in the back pole. And he goes home because he had a back rail there. He thought was enough for him today.
Vamos aguardar o próximo conjunto, número 31, no momento Galipe de Luiz Gustavo Godinho tem a 12ª posição, 70-18
Our next rider
com
and
uma
another
falta,
Brazilian breed
4
horse,
pontos.
Brazilian warm blood horse.
E o próximo concorrente é bastante jovem, é cavaleiro do Brasil, que
Sharapova,
participou dos diversos campeonatos
14
sul-americanos
years
e
old mare.
americanos, desde as categorias Mirim, Pré-Júnior e Júnior. Alberto Bento Sinimbu traz a
Sharapova
brasileira de
is from
pismo,
Balubê,
Sharapova
Welton
MCJ.
ambassador.
Alazan, filha de
Brazilian.
Balubê de Roê, com 14 anos.
The rider is
Em fêmea,
from the
Welton
next
ambassador.
generation, the South American champion last year.
Brasileiro de
Young
pismo
rider.
que realizará ainda este ano o seu grande festival
Alberto
aqui na
Bento Sinimbu.
Sociedade Hipica Paulista.
Very good rider from the
November
new
próximo.
generation, the young generation here in Brazil. He rides Sharapova. I think was the first rider have the rail there in that oxer. It was a simple oxer. Four strides to the vertical. Had the back rail of the oxer, the first oxer of the combination. Finishing with 2 down, 8 penalties.
Chegando com 68
And out
segundos
of
e
the
34
second
centésimos.
round.
2 faltas, 8 pontos para Sharapova, MCJ.
We have now in the ring number 32, Artemus
Vamos
de
a
Almeida,
Artemus de Almeida,
an
goleiro
Olympic
que
rider
representou o Brasil em equipe olímpica do concurso
and
completo
Pan
de
American
equitação.
rider in
Já há mais
eventing
de 2
classes
décadas se dedicando
many years
exclusivamente à
ago.
modalidade do
He moved
salto.
to the jumps and he is a very
Temos de
successful
Almeida
rider.
traz Cacilano J-Man, é um brasileiro de pismo, criação e propriedade de Agromena Agropecuária
Riding the
Limitada, filho de
Brazilian
Calisco
warm
J-Man.
blood
Vai a
horse,
Cassini 1, em fêmea Brahmo.
fantastic gray stallion,
Garanhão
10-year-old
com 10 anos de idade,
by
Tordilho.
Calisco and Orame mare. Owned and by Agromen Farm, Cacilano J-Man. This horse jumped really good the last World Cup Qualifier in Rio. Lot of scope. Careful enough. He's just flying over all the fences here. A strange turn that. Has to gallop a little bit to don't do the time fault. And he's our fourth place right now to the second round.
Que bela passagem do grande Artemos de Almeida. Sem faltas, 69 segundos, 91 centésimos, 6991. Ele ocupa nesse momento a 4ª posição. E temos na 12ª posição da prova SL Implacável, com Guilherme Dutra Foroni.
Our next combination is
Próximo
Pedro
número
Junqueira
33
Mulaer
da
with
ordem.
his second mount.
Pedro Junqueira Mulaer, que traz
Selagon Corrai,
filho direto de Caretino,
9-year-old gray by
Tordilho,
Caretino
em fêmea
Corrado.
Corrado, registrado no
Holsteiner horse, Holsteiner gelding, Caretino Corrado mare. Pedro is with his next second horse. Both of them with 9 years old, growing up to this division. Finishing his round on the last spot to the second round.
Uma falta,
One
apenas 4 pontos,
down,
69
4
segundos,
penalties.
16 centésimos. 6916.
He's in the last
Com
spot
4 pontos, assume a
to come back
12ª
to
posição.
second
Pedro
round right
Junqueira
now.
Mulaer e Selagon Corrai.
Next rider is a moot Olympic rider who did
Hoje tem Afonso Negro,
Two
às
Olympics,
19 horas, no Indoor da Sociedade Hipica
two World
Paulista.
Equestrian
Grande
Games,
festa de encerramento, seguido pela
and
DJ
4
Nisma.
Pan American Games.
Afonso Negro do Grupo Dominó
Victor Teixeira,
estará conosco e você é
rider
nosso convidado
twice
para a grande festa
bronze
de
medal
encerramento.
individual in Pan
Vamos a
American
Victor Alves
Games,
Teixeira, número 34, ele traz
4
Valisca,
times
Império Egípcio.
gold medal in Pan American
Castanha,
Games,
de 11 anos,
Team Pan
filha de
American
Barco,
Games.
em fêmea Whitney. Propriedade de
Victor
Bruno
also won
Paulinelli.
twice the silver whip of
12º
World
posto,
Cup
4 pontos. 69
South
ao
American
meio.
qualifiers here in Brazil.
8 conjuntos zerados.
He's now riding Valisca Império Egípcio, 11-year-old mare by Parco Whitney mare. And another horse owned by Império Egípcio Farm. With a third rider from this big owner here in Brazil. Five strides. Really well the last fence of the line. Working the triple combination. Now he opened a little bit to take care to the fence number 10. The mare got scared with something and the distance got really long. The two fences, 10 and 11, and she had the back rail of the number 10.
Uma falta,
With
4
this
pontos
penalty,
perdidos em 71
this
segundos
fault,
e 60
he's out of the
centésimos,
second round.
7-1-6-0. Dá nesse momento o 16º posto na classificação para Victor Alves Teixeira e Valisca Império Egípcio. Vamos aguardar Thiago Matos. Ele já tem um dos seus animais classificados para a segunda volta com 0 pontos. Ele agora vem mostrar Hermès do Santo Antônio. O Delari Chico Brandão, do Rio de Janeiro, animal nascido na Bélgica, filho de Thunder van der Zutrev, em fêmea capital. 9 anos apenas para este castanho.
Next combination, second mount for Thiago Matos, Hermès do Santo Antônio, 9-year-old, gelding by Thunder van der Zuthof, capital mare. Belgium warm blood. Second horse owned by Francisco Brandão. He's a young horse for this class, 9 years old, growing up in this division. He's doing a really nice round.
Tem o 17º melhor resultado na passagem nesse momento. Apenas uma falta, 4 pontos, 71 segundos e 98 centésimos. 7-1-9-8 para Thiago Matos.
Our next combination, second mount for Cesar Almeida. Number 36, Jorjasper Império Egípcio. owned by Império Egípcio Farm, Daniel Morelli. And
Na pista, César Almeida.
César Almeida.
Jasper, Império Egípcio.
12-year-old
Animal negro
black
de 12
gelding.
anos, filho de Concorde, em fêmea
Concord,
Jasper.
mother Jasper.
Da escuderia Daniel Aguiar
Dutch warm
Morelli,
blood.
Império Egípcio.
This combination won the 150 class before the Grand Prix in Rio de Janeiro 2 weeks ago. And he did a clear round in the 150 class here also 2 days ago. Joe Jasper is a small horse, but a long stride, big stride. Scopy. Was a little faster to the fence, number 7, pushing out the triple combination, working hard to do his clear round here. And he did his clear round in a very fast time. Ranked 3rd place to the second round here.
Sem faltas.
César Almeida.
67 segundos 31 centésimos.
Joe Jasper, Império Egípcio.
Candidatos a uma vitória nesta prova, César Almeida.
César Almeida.
Joe Jasper, Império Egípcio, tem nesse momento o 3º posto.
Always the big crowd on
Liderança
with him.
Barbarian, segundo Israel, 3º Joe Jasper, 4º Batista, 5º Cassilano, 6º Destiny, 7º Sulky, 8º Villain, 9º Valdez Absolute, 10 Libórios, 11 Audis Alouette, Van Head e Alegro, nesse momento 12º posto, 6877, com uma falta. Vamos a José Luiz Guimarães.
Next rider, a rider who won many years ago this Grand Prix, and the combination who won the Grand Prix, the World Cup Qualifier in Porto Alegre last year in the best jump show. José Luis Guimarães and Arines van Wolferik. 11-year-old mare, bred by Larino Fedor mare, Dutch warm blood. After this hard back rail, José Luis
desiste sua participação, poupando o Arinés.
found better
José Luis Guimarães de Carvalho.
to keep his
Vamos agora
mare for the
aguardar
next
que venha à pista
show.
a amazona Giulia del Cantão Scampini do Brasil. Ela vem nos mostrar Keep on Fighting. Esse conjunto é vencedor do Grande Prêmio de Aniversário da Sociedade Hipica Brasileira. 3 anos atrás, uma jovem amazona brasileira a inscrever seu nome no troféu perpétuo, jornalista Roberto Marinho.
Next rider, our South American champion in junior
Já
and
ingressando na pista,
young rider
Giulia del
divisions.
Cantão Scampini. Keep on Fighting. Filho de
Also, she
Fighting
won
Alpha,
the
fêmea Voltaire.
junior division
14
in
anos,
Wellington
Castanho, Garanhão.
2 years ago. Giulia del Cantón Scampini riding Keep on Fighting. 14 years old gelding, bred by Fighting Alpha on a Voltaire mare, Oldenburg horse. Giulia last year won the Grand Prix of the anniversary celebration in Rio de Janeiro. It's one of our young, good talents here in Brazil. She had the A of the double. 4 strides there. Very deep in the A of the triple. Horse showed all his scope. Turning to number 10, very short turn. She tried to gallop him, trying to be inside of the 12 combinations, but open him a little too more to the last fence and had one more rail there, and now she's out of the second round of this Grand Prix.
Criação e propriedade de Agromen Agropecuária Limitada.
We have our second last combination today. In the first round, Francisco Musa riding Chris Wood. Chris Wood is from the Agromen farm. She's bred by Kornet Obolensky. 8 years old, gray mare. She's the younger horse here in this Grand Prix today. Kornet Obolensky is the horse who produced the biggest number of horses in the last Olympic Games, with for pleasure also the same number of horses descending from them. Chris Wood is coming with a clear round to the last fence.
Francisco Musa espetacular com a brasileira de prismo Chris Wood J-Man. Segundo melhor resultado na passagem. 66 segundos 53 centésimos. Chris Wood J-Man. Sem faltas. Agora Bruno Chaves Peçanha e Aldis Alouette Panhead tem a 12ª posição. 4 pontos, 6386. Último conjunto na passagem.
We have our last combination, Thiago Martins Arruda.
Número 40.
Riding Annelin. Annelin is a mare, 11-year-old by Tangelo, expert mare.
São Paulo Indoor.
He won the Grand Prix, the Sunday Grand Prix in Rio de Janeiro.
World Cup Qualifier.
It was the Longines Grand Prix in Rio on Sunday. He was also, as the Friday Grand Prix, the only one double clear round in the Grand Prix. Thiago also is from the young talent generation here, counting on the Hermes young talent. He was in the Brazilian team in the South American Championship last year. He landed over the last pole of the triple bar, arriving too short to the triple bar and having the back pole. Having now trouble there in the last turn.
Vamos aplaudir a saída de pista do nosso
Stopping
Thiago
in the
aqui no
gate.
Arruda Martins e Aneline. Vamos conhecer a ordem de entrada na segunda volta. Número 1 será Bruno Chaves Peçanha em Audis Alouette Van Het, 4 pontos. Levando apenas um ponto perdido, número 2 será de Martim Rodrigues Vani.
We have just one rider coming with 4 penalties, one rider with 1 penalty, and 10 riders coming with clear round in the second round.
6, Fábio Sarti, Destiny. 7, Artemos de Almeida, Cacilano J-Man. 8, Thiago Mesquita Batista. 9, César Almeida Zoujasper Império Egípcio. 10, José Roberto Reynoso Fernandes Filho Azrael W. 11, Francisco José Mesquita Musa Chris Wood J-Man. E fechando a segunda volta, Luiz Guilherme Afonso Ciampi Bavarian Império Egípcio. Hoje tem Afonso Negro, às 19 horas, Indoor, Sociedade Hipica Paulista, festa de encerramento, seguido pela DJ Misma. Setlist de Afonso Negro inclui Titãs, Lulu Santos, Tim Maia, RPM, Ultraje a Rigor, Blitz, Capital Inicial, RPM e muito mais. Fiquem conosco.